All right, everyone, it's time for piano. Hey, everyone, how are you doing? It's been a whole week, so it's like time to have some piano. I wonder how your practice has been this past week. Did you have fun learning that on top of Old Smoky? It was a great song, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, before we get started, if you could do a couple things for me, okay? If you don't mind liking and sharing this video, of course, you know that helps me reach more piano learners across the internet. The second thing is if you could subscribe, right? So subscribing is so easy now that we're streaming directly into YouTube. The button is right there, so you can just touch it, and that'll be the easiest thing you do today for me. The next thing is we have a Discord community, and it is a lot of fun. This is like where we have our piano learning community, and you get to meet some of your classmates, and you get to ask me questions and post videos of yourself playing piano so that I can review them. You can also do like song requests and get to know what's happening on our studio calendar, which is pretty cool. And last but not least, I am on Patreon, right? So Patreon's great because that's the way you make sure I am taken care of, right? So in order for me to keep these things going, I need a regular stream of donations to help, right? My big thing is accessibility to high quality piano instruction, and that's my mission. So if that aligns with your mission, I would love the regular donation on Patreon. I have different tiers from $3 a month all the way up to 90, and I'd love to have you there too. All right, it's time. All right, so, and if you're watching live too, go ahead and comment because I have the laptop open right here, and I can like comment back or answer any questions you may have, okay? Pull out your book. Excuse my cough. There is our book. All right, so we're gonna actually turn to On Top of Old Smoky, and that is on page 110, okay? Here we are, On Top of Old Smoky. And then there's the second page. Now, if you had a really, really good, successful practice week, this is going to be the week that you probably end up passing this song, okay? But if you didn't, that's okay. Things happen, right? You may need an additional week's practice for this song. Getting the right hand extended position just right can take a little bit of extra practice, okay? So don't be alarmed if you are not ready to move on. That's okay. We have plenty of time, and we have Discord to be able to work together on those tricky spots, okay? Now I'm excited to play this, right? We've got an incomplete measure to start. We've got some pedal. We've got some broken chords in the left hand, and we have extended position in the right. Let me switch to piano view, and we will get started. All right, here we go. Yes. All right, so if you hear me cough every now and then, that's because I am having an asthma flare-up. So as a result of the cold weather that we had this past week, it's been kind of tricky for me to breathe, okay? So let us go ahead and get into position. We have our finger 1, right hand thumb on middle C, and our left hand pinky 5 on our C in the bass clef, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and put my right foot on the damper pedal, the furthest pedal to the right, and I have went ahead and stretched out my fingers in the right hand to reach those extended positions, okay? Let's see how this goes, all right? You can do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, ready, go. There it is. Great work. Yeah. So if you managed to get through all of that song, bravo to you. It's a tricky one, I'm telling you. The extended position sort of lends itself to naturally moving your hand up on the piano. So you're sort of leaving your comfort zone of C position in the right hand. Don't let that be anything that worries you though, okay? This is just expanding the piano and the keyboard in a way that is, it's going to be very natural for it to feel like it's moving up. It lends itself to that. So that's a good thing. You're learning how to expand the amount of notes that you can play in the right hand, which is a great thing. So I'm really proud of you guys. I hope you're proud of yourself. This is, these songs are not easy. They're not easy songs anymore. They're getting a little bit harder week after week after week. And I can't wait to have, to get our new song for this week. It's actually going to be really fun. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and turn the page. And we're going to go to page 112, okay? And on page 112, we have all about the G major scale. Woohoo! Remember when we learned the C major scale when we were learning Joy to the World? Yeah, it's very similar to that in that we're following that same tetrachord connected with a whole step, right? That whole pattern that we had. It's the same pattern, but now we're starting on a different note. We're going to actually start on a G instead. And we will make the G major scale as a result, right? So if you remember the tetrachord, right? The tetrachord, when we break it down, it's whole step, half step, right? That's one tetrachord. I'll switch to piano view so we can go over our tetrachords very quickly, okay? Okay. So when we're talking about tetrachords, right? We're starting with a whole step, half step position. All right, so if I'm going to start here on my middle C, a whole step would be C to D. Do you see how I skipped this black key in between? If I just went to the C sharp, that would be a half step. Okay, so we're going to go a whole step. So C to D is a whole step. Okay, so now we're on D. We need to do another whole step to make this tetrachord. D to E is another whole step, not tetrachord. So we have D up to E. Okay, now for the third and final part of a tetrachord, we need a half step, okay? So if we're starting on the E, in order to make a half step, we're only going to go one step over here, right? There's no black key in between the E and the F, so that's going to be your half step. Okay? And what do you know? Those are the first four notes of the C major scale. Right, yeah. Now, I said a major scale is connected with a whole step in between, okay? So if we're going to do that middle whole step, we've got to do F up to G, right? And then we do the final tetrachord to finish the major scale off up here. So we have G to A to B, and now the half step, B up to C, okay? I like to refer to major scales when it's the tetrachord, whole step tetrachord pattern as like grilled cheeses. Yeah, okay, so think of a grilled cheese, okay? Stick with me here. The first slice of bread is your first tetrachord, right? Whole step, half step, right? The cheese in between is your whole step connecting it, right? It's got to connect, right? A really good grilled cheese has like a really melty slice of cheese in there, right? So that's your whole step, and it's connecting those tetrachords, right? And then the final tetrachord in your major scale is your other slice of bread, okay? Think of the grilled cheese, okay? Now let's see if we can build a grilled cheese off of G instead of C this time, okay? Let's do the G major scale. All right, enough with my food talk. You know I was going to go there. If you've been watching, this is what, lesson 34. If you've been watching, you know I like my food analogies. All right, so we're going to start here on the G, okay? My right hand thumb is on my G above middle C. So let's do the first tetrachord. We've got G, A, B, now the half step up to C. Very good, right? Now from the C, we have to put a whole step in between. C to D, right? And now let's do the final tetrachord. There's that last slice of bread. Here we go. D, E. Now we have to go another whole step. You noticed I'm going to have to move up to F sharp here. E up to F sharp. Then final half step, we have a G. There it is, right? Here's what it sounds like on its own. And watch carefully at the fingers. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, G, F sharp, E, D, C, B, A, G. There it is. Very good. Hey, that was nice. Did you play your G major scale? Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun because this is like opening up so many possibilities, okay? Now, let's go over the fingers of the right hand. I'll play it once more, and then we'll try the left hand, okay? All right. Yes, grilled cheese. There we go. Don't forget the grilled cheese. All right, here we go. G major scale in the right hand. I'll say the finger numbers, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Okay, now let's switch to the left hand, okay? Now, the left hand is interesting. I'm going to start down here with a low G. I've got my pinky and my low G. Okay, and it's actually going to go up all 5 fingers, and then we'll cross over our 3. Okay, so here I am in my low G position. Let's see how this goes, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, really great. Now, if you're feeling fancy, you can try it hands together. I'll play it for you hands together so you know what it sounds like, okay? Here we go. Very cool. All right, yeah. So, you'll notice on page 112, we learned our G major scale, right? So, but the way that the scale is actually written at the bottom of 112 is something called contrary motion, okay? So that's actually taking our scales with both hands and starting in the middle, okay? Think of like a mirror image, like there's a mirror right in between the left hand and the right hand. You're gonna be going out and coming back in. It's like an accordion, right? Right? So that's how it's written here. on page 112. So if you want to practice it like that, you are more than welcome to do so. I highly recommend though starting with it hands apart. It can get a little crazy if you can't do it hands together right from the beginning. So give yourself the space and the time to learn it hands apart. And then the challenge of hands together. Okay? Now, 113. There's a lot of fun stuff going on here, okay? Now, a little note, we have a song here called The Can Can, and I love this song. It's so much fun, and it's so cool. You feel really accomplished after playing this one, right? But there's actually a trick at the top. It says, a new trick, changing fingers on the same note, okay? So, in your music, you're gonna see some of the notes are written here, like D's and A's, and they have the standard finger that you would expect, like a finger 5. But you can actually play the exact same note and just switch your finger, okay? So be very mindful in your music when those switches are happening, okay? We're actually very lucky for the Can Can because the actual writer of the book has written it in pink above where those changes are happening, okay? So take a pencil, if you need it, and circle those directions, okay? I went ahead and did all 4 a little bit earlier, okay? So there it is. Now, couple other things we need to talk about before actually jumping into the music. What key is this song written in? We should know this by now, right? We just spent like 10 minutes learning the G major scale. So it's in G major, okay? So that's telling me that all the F's in this song are actually F sharps, okay? You know this because at the very beginning of the music, and actually the very beginning of every line, they've notated the F sharp in what is called the key signature. You see it? Yeah, all the way down. All right, so every single F in this song is going to be sharp, unless it has one of those funny looking natural signs, okay? But it looks like we don't have any in this song. So take some time to circle and write in all your F sharps if you need to do so, okay? All right, now this is a fun song. Let's go ahead and switch to piano view and get to learning those notes. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to start with my right hand because that's the melody. Okay, I'm going to put my right hand finger 1 thumb on G. And I'm going to go ahead and play this song through the whole 4 lines and say my note names as I play. Okay, let's give it a try. 1, 2, ready, play. G, 2, 3, 4. A, C, B, A, D. Hold. D. Hold, switch 4. D, E, B, C, A. Hold. A, switch to 2. A, C, B, A, G. Stretch up to G. F sharp. E, D, C, B, A, G. 2, 3, 4. A, C, B, A, D. Hold. D. Hold. Switch. D, E, B, C, A. Hold. A. Hold. Switch. A, C, B, A, G. D, A, B, G. Rest. G, rest. Oh my gosh. How did you do? Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It really, really is. But that's okay, okay? The notes are something that you're going to get more and more familiar with reading on this staff, okay? The right hand, like I mentioned before, we've expanded. We've expanded the reach of our right hand all the way up to a high G now. Did you notice that at the end of line 2, we actually had a G major scale? That was pretty cool, right? Ooh, yeah, it's like so fancy. fancy and fun. Very, very nice, okay? Now, I thought that was pretty good. I think I want to play the right hand one more time. A hair faster, and I'm not going to say anything this time, okay? See if you can keep up with me. Here we go. Oh, hey, Karina. Oh, I see that now. You were helping your mom with something. That's okay. You can always go back and rewatch it, Karina, okay? I know you were so excited about the can-can. All right, we're starting here with the finger 1 on G, okay? Now, I'm not going to say anything this time. It's going to be a little bit quicker. 1, 2, ready, play. All right. That was awesome. Yeah. So I told you, it's a fun song. Oh my gosh. And it comes together with the left hand, right? So like, I'm already picturing in my head, like, we're like hanging out at the Moulin Rouge and the dancers are coming out with their skirts and they're having a good time. Yeah, like that's the whole thing. Like that's the picture in my head, right? That's fun. All right, so we gotta learn the left hand though now, okay? That's when it really starts happening, okay? So, left hand in the new G position, the middle G position, okay? Not low, we're in the middle. I'll switch to piano view so we can learn those notes, okay? Let's do it. Excellent. Okay, so here we are. We're on G below middle C. I've got my pinky finger 5 on that G. And it follows a pattern. Yay! Patterns are awesome because that means it's less work for us. All right, so we're starting there. And it starts right there in the 1 chord. G. Yeah, very nice. All right, let me count off and we'll do it together. 1, 2, ready, play. 1 chord. B7 chord. 1 chord. 1 chord. B7 chord. B7 chord. Block 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 2, 3, 4. 1 chord. B7 chord. 1 chord. 1 chord. B7 chord. B7 chord. Block 1, block B7, rest, block 1, rest, block 1, rest. Ooh! It's fun! It's so much fun! I'm just sitting here like all giddy. It's so silly. Like if we had a live person lesson, you would like be hanging out and like we're having a good time here in the in the studio playing this really cool song, okay? Now I have to just do that virtually, right? So like if you're watching live, I hope you're like dancing in your chair or on your piano bench. It's a great song. It's a super fun song. I think I want to play that left hand section once more, okay? You noticed I was saying my Roman numeral music theory names instead of the notes, right? It's because by now we should know these, right? 1 chord, V7 chord, right? These are the things that we know. Very nice. So let's do that left hand section again. I'm not going to say anything this time. And then we're going to hear what it sounds like. Hands together. All right, let's switch. Here we go. Awesome. Oh, I have 4 friends watching. Oh my gosh. So if you're watching, please comment. I know Karina's watching because she already commented. But if you're watching and you haven't commented, you should like say hi. Oh, there's 5 of you watching now. Okay, good. All right, so pinky 5 on my middle G position, okay? Let's play the can-can on page 113, just the left hand by itself, okay? 1, 2, ready, play. Three, four, rest, 2, 3, 4. Woo! All right. See, I'm telling you. Something about this song, it just gets me all energized. That's really, really fun. Okay. Yeah, so the Can Can is really a remarkable song to like really solidify that G major scale, right? So we're going to have the opportunity to play this G major scale descending in the right hand. When I play it hands together, you're going to be like dancing, dancing, dancing. So that's going to be fun. Yes. Oh, hi, Pippa. Yeah. Okay, well, let's switch back to piano view and let's play the Can Can hands together, okay? Let's try it. Okay. G position for the right hand and middle G for the left, okay? I'm going to count off and then I'm going to give it a try, okay? Let's see how it sounds. 1, 2, ready, play. Yes, oh my goodness, wasn't that fun? That was so much fun. All right, that makes me happy. Yeah, it's a super fun song, and I think as you decide to learn it and get those notes really, really solid under your fingers, you can then start bumping up the tempo, right? Because that's like what makes like those types of shows, like burlesque shows and like really, fun line dancing dancing girls and whatnot, really fun, right? It's like their kicks and their costumes and their skirts. It's just so much fun. Yes. I'm going to play it one more time only because it's super fun. And I'm going to play it fast. Okay. Here we go. Oh, hey, Pippa. Oh, you're in Spain. Awesome. Hi. Thanks for watching. All right, let's switch and let's play this, okay? Nice and quick. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, play. Very, very nice. All right. I think that's enough. We did such a good job. All right. Good work. Very good. Now practice really hard on that, okay? Now, for your technique for this week, I want you to practice C major scale, right hand and left hand, okay? And then hands together. And then also now your G major scale, right hand, left hand, and then if you can, hands together, okay? Turn the page to 114, and you actually have theory homework this week, my friends. So on page 114, you're going to actually write your G major scale, okay? You're going to write in your notes. You're going to see what it looks like to actually visually move it up and down on the staff, and you're going to write in the corresponding, our grilled cheese, like tetrachord, cheese slice, tetrachord on the piano map at the top, okay? Very nice. Excellent. Well, y'all had a great lesson today. All right. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. Let's move on. There we go. I am on Patreon. If you enjoyed this lesson, which I thoroughly did, consider joining Patreon, right? So this is how I make my income. I have different tiers from $3 a month as my super fans, all the way up to $90 a month in my elite tier. And those in the elite tier get private piano lessons from me, okay? Like 2 lessons every month. You get 30 minutes and 30 minutes you get me all to yourself, okay? And there are spots still available on that, okay? I'd love to see you on there, okay? Next, we've got our Discord, right? I want to see you on Discord. Oh my gosh. I just want to get to know everybody, right? I just want to see you on Discord. I want to see your face. I want to hear you play. I want to get to know you. I want to know what your favorite color is, what your favorite song is. Maybe even see a picture of your pet if you have one. Join us. The link, the invite link is in the campsite down below in the description. So just click on the campsite and you'll see the invitation, okay? And then, of course, a quick reminder to subscribe. It's right there. The button's right there. It's not hard. You can do that. You can do that. All right. Okay. Well, we always end every lesson with a music quote. And today's music quote comes from the iconic American rock singer-songwriter, Kurt Cobain. And today's his birthday. So this is what he says. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of the person you are. Yeah, that's a very profound statement, right? Don't always try to be like anybody else. It's just what a waste of a person that you would be if you were always trying to be like somebody else. What's important and what's so special is you being you. No one else is like you on the earth. Nobody. So really embrace that. Really understand how important that is and how important you are. Okay? I hope you enjoyed that quote. It was pretty good, right? We had a great piano lesson today. Thanks for tuning in. Join me next Saturday for our next Adults and Teens piano lesson. I'd love to see you. And thanks for the comments. Yeah, Karina and Pippa. Hey, thanks for joining live. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Bye.